Hey, what's up, everybody? It's been about, I don't know, a little over a week since I posted a video, and I just been real busy with work, and we had some nice weather, so I really wasn't messing with any of the cars, and just life. My youngest daughter's getting ready to graduate later on this week, so uh, just trying to take a step back, but I'll be doing a video on my convertible probably tomorrow. The rods are all straightened out. It was only 4 of them that was uh, in the wrong cylinders, and I was able to talk my engine builder into just moving them around, because I was going to do it in the last video that I had posted. I was going to pull them out and press the pistons off of the connecting rods, and everybody said that I could either damage a piston, I could crush a piston, or fracture it, or crush the landing that the rings go in. So I just called him up and sweet talked him a little bit, and he didn't feel like it was necessary, but it's big old screw laying on the ground. It's ready now. So I got to pick up a locking plate for the front of the camshaft, just for a little extra security. It's a plate that goes on your cam sprocket. Then you put your 3 bolts in it, and it's got little fingers that bend over the bolts so they won't back out. But I'll do a video on that. Hopefully I can start to get the heads, the oil pan, and timing chain cover, start assembling that engine, because I'm thinking I want to drop it into that convertible and maybe kind of MacGyver a fuel system and a radiator and fire that engine up, just so I know for sure that part of the car is ready to roll. But I'll bring a video out on that here real soon. So I had stopped and talked to one of my buddies yesterday, and I originally went out there trying to see if I could find a 4-speed for that convertible. I want a Muncie 4-speed. M20 will be just fine. A lot of people like the M21s, but an M21 you need real tall gears, and you really gotta ride that clutch to get an M21 to take off. M20 is more natural feeling taking off, and I'm not looking for no powerhouse, or I wouldn't have built that 265. But so he said he wanted to go. He has a few of them, but he wanted to go through it and make sure that the transmission that he sold me was a good one, ready to go. So, but while I was out there, I was able to find a total of 6 Cragars. I got a set where 2 match on the back, and then 2 match on the front, and then I got 2 more that's a single of each one. But I'm down here at my work right now, just getting ready to go home, and I was in the process of putting them on the car and just kind of winding down for a minute, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I mean, it rained like you wouldn't even imagine. Unless you lived in Ohio, you would definitely know for sure how it happens. But I'll show you the 55 sedan. It's not really quite the look I'm going for. I want the wider ones on the back, but they're pretty nice Cragars, so it really made the car look a lot better. So let's check it out. So here's what we're working with now on the car. So it's got Cragars all the way around. So the front Cragars, they match each other. I think they're actually a 14-inch, but I think they're like a 14.7. And the back is a 15/8. I really want the 1510s where it'll come out of the wheel well, but I got them for a smoking deal, just because he's one of my friends of mine, and if I got something he needs, I'll hook him up with it, and vice versa. So them right there was actually just laying in his backyard, and I got them for a whopping grand total of $0. But it actually kind of makes the car look real cool, and I still want to take off all the rest of whatever's left of that Bel Air trim, because it's probably about, I'd say maybe 2 years out before I can get to this car, at least a year and a half, because I still got to get my convertible going, and I want to do my 57 Nomad. Even if they're just in primer where they run and drive and they're complete, they're not missing nothing, then I'll jump on this car. But when I do this car, I'm stripping all that trim off. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna put the 150 window seals in it, try to cheap it out. And I'm thinking about, you know, a white paint job on it. But we'll see. So there's the tires and rims. They're the Cragars S. But it actually, you know, I just wish the backs was a 10-inch where I could cut right through that wheel well. Look at all the friggin' rain. I mean, in a matter of, I don't know, no more than 10 minutes. So I put the better, yeah, look, I just had all them tires clean. Look at the mud all over it. Friggin' ridiculous. But the Cragars on this side are a lot nicer than the other side. I don't know why. Maybe the car just sat against the, you know, the weather through all the years. But it's looking pretty sweet on there. And so I'm thinking maybe like a all white and like that color of blue, that maybe a little bit lighter blue than that. A stripe coming right, you know, right through here. Maybe about from here to here, a solid stripe going all the way up across the roof and off on the trunk lid, where the car's all white and it's got a metallic blue stripe going right across. If you guys are familiar with like a 70 Trans Am, I think that'd look pretty cool. And then the headlights, when I get the headlights, one guy told me you could use Tester's paint and you could paint the glass blue on the headlights. So, and I put this in here. I got this to where it actually still needs bolted up to the column, but you could steer it now. So, but them are some pretty decent Cragars. But like I said, I'm just dying to cut through there, because just this one, this is a 275, but it would probably go somewhere similar to this, you know, like that. But I won't cut them until I get the actual big rims, the beefy rims on there to where it needs it. But you know, this is the friggin' Junkyard 55 two-door sedan. I think it looks wicked sitting there with all the, I don't know. My eyes don't see what the rest of the world sees, unfortunately, and it kind of bites me sometimes, but I kind of like them in this shape, where you can do small things to them and it makes such a big difference. You know, when you got a really, really nice car, you can redo the whole interior or put new bumpers on it. Nobody even tells. Nobody can even tell, you know what I mean? If you point it out to them, they'll be able to tell. But something like this, you know, the littlest things make the biggest difference in it. It really does. At least in my opinion. I wish all the Cragars were as nice as that one. That must have been a spare or something, because that is one nice Cragar there. The back ones are too, and the back one's got the spinner caps, which I want to get rid of the spinner caps. I thought I liked them, but then I realized I didn't like them, so I don't know. And these are the Cragars that I had on the back, and look. They're a Cragar GT. Who's ever even seen a pair of them? Cragar GT. They're both Cragar GTs. So, and I told you guys, them Cragars right there was rough. These are a major step up from them. So, sorry about all the helicopter noise and school buses and everything else. I mean, it's almost impossible to take a quiet video anymore. It's just one of them things. But tell me what you guys think about that. I mean, I think that little thing is starting to look really, really cool, to where you could see the potential in it. I mean, you could steer it off the steering column now, you know, off the steering wheel. I've done some things to it to help it out. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, go home and work on your 55 convertible." They always tell me whenever I touch this car, focus on one. But, you know, for me, guys, if I stick with them too much, they start to burn me out. So I got to do little things like this to keep everything fresh. Anyways, that's my update. I'll do a video on the 55 and the engine as I assemble it and things like that, and we'll see if we can get something done on that car. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for all the views and the support on the channel. You guys are all the best. I'll catch you guys on the next video.